illustrious title of the number 9. I think if Wolfpack wins this, it will be 5 in a row.
I don't even think Wolfpack keeps trophies at this point. They're just like notching their belts.
Yeah, I think it would be the 5th in a row. I believe it's the 5th in a row. Not 100% sure that somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but we are getting finally into this first match, the Thralls and the Wolves. Thralls having the blue spawn, Wolves having the red spawn, so we're not going to see any fights in the back of that red spawn because, well, the Wolfpack's just not going to sit back there camping like some other teams have a tendency to do.
So running down the builds on the Snuggly Fang, we have Gat Mortar, Carronade left side, and on the White Fang we have a Carronade Flare left side, Gat Mortar front. And on the Wizard we have a Carronade Mine Launcher right, Mortar on the front and Flare on the left. On the Flying Jellyfish, another Carronade. So they're going dual Carronade. We'll see if they can pull this off again. You need to engage in that canyon. I think that is going to be a key to their success. With Flare left side, Flamer right.
Yeah, and it's actually interesting you noted that, because I was about to say the same thing, is that they really need to not be basically in their own spawn for this to be as effective as they want it to be.
And before Rampant
play. And yeah, they're, as we've said, Wolfpack just going. They are just heading.
Jellyfish could be going for a kind of lower ambush tactic.
And the Wizard is within their sights.
This could be a very sick bait if they mined up here, which they did.
Now the question is
Snuggly Fang
gonna hit this? Yeah, he's gonna go straight up into it. But he's just not stopping at all. It didn't really do all that much damage, and the Wizard is absolutely getting wrecked here. So it was a nice mine hit, but just not quite
another mine, just knocking his arcs. Beautiful play from the Wizard. Jellyfish right behind him. Needs to try and take White Fang out of the fight. If White Fang stays, nice hydrogen from Wizard. And that was a sick bait. I've seen this happen multiple times. If you have a very good Spire Pilot, he is master baiter. God damn it.
Wait, what'd you say?
Master, B-A-I-T-E-R.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. He's did that on purpose, didn't you?
Nope, that was actually completely accidental.
Don't make me turn this stream around.
Let's get back to it as the Flying Jellyfish and the Wizard raining death down onto the White Fang, and the Snuggly Fang on the other hand is getting a little bit of a bump onto the Flying Jellyfish, knocking down the arc. White Fang still under so much damage, and there you go, they're taking out those final few armor slots or hull slots. Let's see if the Snuggly Fang can take down the Jellyfish, at least get an even trade, or if the Wizard's going to be able to help out here, knock the Snuggly Fang into the ground and let the Jellyfish continue living. Snuggly Fang's balloon
Jellyfish struggling a lot of that gat damage off on the balloon. Very nice play there. And he just turns around and starts carrying mortar raining in.
Right by there. And is the White Fang going to come charging back in? That's the real question. It looks like they are charging forth, but the Snuggly Fang gets taken out. And that was a fantastic way to deal with this aggression of the Wolfpack. And as I said, it's not just a matter of being able to avoid death. It's actually punishing.
They knew that they were going to ramp it, so they quickly, the Flying Jellyfish went off onto the left side of blue spawn, looking at red, and set up that ambush really quickly. So Wizard just backpedaled, and Flying Jellyfish came up right behind them, and then with some very convenient mines from Wizard, they managed to throw them off quite a bit.
Yeah, the first mine didn't do a whole lot. You know, it did a little bit of fire damage onto the Snuggly Fang's engines, but it was the subsequent mines afterwards and the jellyfish, of course, coming up from behind that really let the Thralls win out in that uh, that engagement. So Wolfpack has suddenly found their second speed, which is not go. And we'll see how well they're able to maneuver around here. Now, they will definitely be keeping an eye out for those mines. I believe. I'm actually really surprised that they didn't just immediately put a stop onto their advance as soon as they saw mine. Maybe they just didn't straight up see it, but they will definitely be looking out for that this time.
I find the low altitude that blue is keeping interesting because you'd think if, you know, well, never mind.
Well, I think they definitely want to be closer to the ground to be able to pop those balloons and get the Wolfpack ships into the ground as soon as possible. But the flying jellyfish is within reach. The Snuggly Fang and the White Fang doing this delicate little dance between each other.
Quick, however. Ooh, bit of a bad ram, but he managed to just get that arc. Flying jellyfish is now the backpedaler. Can Wizard manage to get a couple mines out? Way too high.
Flying jellyfish doing a pretty good job of staying alive.
Nice hydrogen. Dude, blue is using vertical movement excellently in these games, and that is what is helping them survive these engagements. A lot of teams don't know how to avoid the dual pair of focus, but they are just exploiting that vertical movement.
However, they are going for a little bit of a pincer move here onto the flying jellyfish, the White Fang, and both the Snuggly Fang have lost both of their balloons, but that dual fire still coming in, absolutely just destroying the flying jellyfish.
Oh, nice mine from the Wizard, just armed as he was turned into it.
All right, now the flying jellyfish has got to get back in here. The Wizard is gonna be taking so much damage, even if it's gonna take out a balloon or two. But oh, it's just a little bit too late. Yeah, I mean, you know, fairly good job by the Thralls once again. But what you saw here, the power that Pyramidions still possess, just getting into a little, you know, pincer focus onto the flying jellyfish, so it's not really able to use that vertical movement as much as it did in the first time.
Spawn, and they see him. We need that. Flying jellyfish needs to come in on this fight, and the Spire does not have a lot of room to backpedal here.
Yeah, the flying jellyfish has actually taken a very, very long time to get in here.
Gonna go straight into this mine. Big one.
Pretty good mine there going off.
And some mortar just up in the bottom.
The problem here is they are way on the edge of the map here, so they have nowhere to keep on backing up. And oh, nice ram there by the Snuggly Fang.
Would have been nice. Almost made it, but just up the nose of that pyramid. And flying jellyfish needs to not go in here, but kind of keep a kind of middle ground so that he can move to where his teammate spawns.
All right, so the Wizard spawns pretty much where the flying jellyfish did last time. Now the Snuggly Fang is actually still Phoenix clawing for some reason. It knocked out 2 of its own engines, but they are getting that repaired now. And let's see, so the White Fang is pursuing the flying jellyfish, and the Snuggly Fang is actually way, way, way back in this case. And this can be very bad here. If the White Fang continues to chase the flying jellyfish down on the Wizard comes in.
That mortar fire from the Wizard even like going straight past the White Fang, so he does have enough distance to make it work. White Fang's gonna start backing out. They're getting nervous. That is very... I've never seen the Wolfpack start backpedaling.
Yeah, they definitely got a little bit ahead of themselves there, and thankfully they weren't punished for that. If the Wizard was any closer in there,
there's the mine going out, but way too low.
Using that vertical movement once again to great effectiveness, but the White Fang sitting back in this case is going to help him out a lot. Now the flying jellyfish and the Snuggly Fang are tangling here, and the flying jellyfish is going to keep the Snuggly Fang.
The amount of coordination on that flying jellyfish is beautiful. They went from carronades to flames, seamlessly. Wizard getting rained in on. One mortar shot just wide, managing to get that armor back up just in time.
Ugly Fang lost all of its hull armor again. Are they going to be able to finish him off here at all? Or nope, there goes the rebuild. Wizard is also at very, very low health here.
So now we have the weird height kind of ballet going on.
White Fang focusing down the Wizard once more, and the Wizard not going to be able to stand too much more of this.
Flying Jellyfish might just go for a butt ram here.
Oh, Flying Jellyfish
knocking his arcs in though.
Yeah, but that was a decent escape by the Jellyfish. It was in that once again in that kind of pincer mode.
But not quite in time. He was waiting for him to get a little bit closer to activate that hydrogen, I think, and they just waited a bit too long.
Yeah, that little bit of a ram on the Jellyfish just threw its arc off. Had to turn all the way around. In the meantime, the two Wolfpack ships just get right back on to the Wizard, taking it out. I mean, it's almost like poetry in motion the way that these two ships fly. It's so it's like they know where the other one is going before the other one does. It's pretty crazy. All right. The Wizard doesn't get too bad of a spawn. You know, it's not really in the middle of a fight or anything. But the Jellyfish was kind of headed in the wrong location. To the wrong location.
Yeah, but he's turning around. White Fang is backing up into the spire. I don't know what is happening.
Yeah, it's going to turn around here. There you go. There's a turnaround. Ugly Fang charging forward. Let's see if the Flying Jellyfish is going to be able to keep these ships off the Wizard. Now, the Wizard did lay down some nice mines once more, so there's going to be a little bit of a problem here once again if they come charging in. But by now, they have to know that there's mines.
Beautiful mines, but he's going to go very high. Needs to be super careful. Flying Jellyfish pushing. Snuggly Fang. Snuggly Fang losing altitude. Might walk right into those mines. Needs to be super careful.
Snuggly Fang is going to hit that mine right in front of it. And
then
the
number
second
two.
One.
Too much
and the
momentum.
Snuggly Fang is going to go down
Beautiful
through
mind
those
play.
mortar shots. There you go, once more. So congratulations to the Wizard taking that out. But in the meantime, the White Fang is right on the back of the Jellyfish, and the Jellyfish is going to be taking a lot of damage here. Wizard's going to have to help out, and the White Fang might be the one that's in trouble this time.
And it might just prime. Nope. Never mind, that was a chunk of ship, not of mine. And Flying Jellyfish's armor goes down. Ram gets too high. White Fang's arcs are gone. And now Wizard can just open up freely on him.
Here comes some mortar shots. And are they going to be able to finish him off? They do, and it is a 4-4 tie.
Very close.
Very good mine shots once more, and there you go. I mean, that's what I said in our lobby downtime. Is it's a matter of punishing the Wolfpack for their charging ways, and mines are a really effective way to do it. I don't know if they just didn't see the mine or didn't anticipate them, but yeah, a very good job of the Wizard there, laying down those clutch mines, taking out the Snuggly Fang first, and then helping out the Jellyfish. Jellyfish almost got stuck in a very bad position there at the edge of the map, but the ram that the White Fang did actually probably hurt it more than it helped it, and the Wizard was able to help finish off to bring us to that 4-4 tie. All right, so
wait, this is like one of the first times I've ever seen that. Red team hasn't just completely ran across the map to try and get back into the fight.
Yep. I mean, they do like to fly together. I think the Flying Jellyfish actually just ran into a mine there. Maybe one exploded close to it because it did did see a little bit of hits going on, the little targeting markers going on. But
gonna be coming in low. Jellyfish using that oil derrick type thing as a cover.
Yeah, this was a position that they had previously as well.
Wizard could potentially mine up, but now he's just kind of cutting himself off from his teammate as opposed to, throwing mines in front of him, trying to block. Jellyfish coming up closer.
They are coming straight for the Jellyfish. They are just riding straight into them,
but he's laughing at their arcs and lighting them on
them.
fire. Beautiful play. Wizard needs to start helping here.
Yep, there you go. There's some shots going off on the White Fang. The White Fang taking a lot of damage. Jellyfish managing to keep its armor up. White Fang has its balloon out, has its armor out. Jellyfish still under fire, keeping its armor up though.
Trying to bait in, but it's keeping him out of range. Jellyfish's armor
Jellyfish
is
has
down.
its armor all the way down, and the Snuggly Fang is sitting on top of it. You gotta be really careful here, Flying Jellyfish. Can you go under them at all?
Start going forward. What are you doing? Break their arcs. Go. Go.
Just a little bit
but
too
Snuggly
slow.
Fang backing up and keeping right up with him.
Oh, is the Snuggly Fang actually gonna back up into that mine?
There's
a mine
if blue
right
team's
behind
really
it.
lucky, he might have kited him.
Not
Nope,
quite.
Just missed it.
Now all of that mortar shots are going into the balloon of the flying jellyfish, so they're not taking that permanent damage quite yet, but now they are.
Go. Never mind, you don't have balloon.
Yeah.
White Fang, however, get eating
White
mortar.
Fang, oh my
He
god,
might
it's
go
White
down.
Fang. Oh, it's the jellyfish that bounces along the ground first, and the White Fang barely escapes with a little bit of health there. Oh my god, I didn't actually know who died first
close.
there. That was incredibly crazy as the jellyfish just taps along the ground with its armor out, dealing that final bit of damage, and it is a 5-4 victory here for the Wolfpack, and they are up 1-0 in this match. Well, the one thing that apparently is good about Unity is that it's really easy to transport a build from one operating system to compile from PC to Mac to what they're hoping is going to be Linux, and what they're hoping is going to be PS4,
SteamOS,
Xbox as well. Apparently, the Unity guys are already working on doing that sort of stuff. This is why we're going to see Guns of Icarus on PS4.
But through that kind of ease of transferability, you kind of lose, a little bit of depth.
Well, it definitely is an indie.
Anyways,
rather than a
running down the builds on the Snuggly Fang, we have the Gap Mortar.
And yeah,
Flare.
There's that terrible spawn that I'm talking about. The wizard is all the way down at the other end. The wizard is all the way down at the other end, and the red team is just checking there immediately.
But he's gonna try and mine, and here
my
we
god,
go.
he actually hits the mine.
Keeping them. Very beautiful play.
But he's not
I think he
gonna
just
hit
needs to start going forward and running. Kerosene, go forward. But he does not have any kerosene. He has Phoenix Claw. You really think Phoenix Claw is necessary on a Spire?
On a Spire? Not especially, no.
Yeah, I would have taken kerosene.
Its turning radius is pretty good as it is. Now, the jellyfish has managed to cut off the White Fang here, so it's not going to be that double charge onto that Spire as there has been usually. So it might give the wizard a little bit of a reprieve here as the two are going at it.
Jellyfish is hurting from White Fang. White Fang is just pushing him into a corner. They are separated.
And the wizard actually backs up into his own mine. I'm not sure if that's what killed him, but the Snuggly Fang being right there didn't help at all. And now the jellyfish is just gonna suffer the wrath of the two ships. The White Fang does lose its balloon. The flying jellyfish, however, has lost its armor. Is it gonna be able to get
White Fang
out
going
of
underneath.
there?
Cannot keep up with the verticality.
Well, it's also because the White Fang's balloon was down, so it doesn't have any choice to go up at all. The Snuggly Fang, however, is kind of just laying in wait here. Is he going to be able to rise to meet the jellyfish at all? I think the jellyfish might be up a bit too high. No, there he goes. Rising up to meet the jellyfish. The wizard has spawned way back on its own side, trying to get back into this fight as well. The White Fang has turned around.
The wizard, the only noticeable change is that they're using a flak. They wanted a little bit longer range than the mortar. That was a little bit more consistent.
And the jellyfish is mostly managing to lose these Pyramidions. The flares go down, of course.
But now his hull is vulnerable, and he's going to get rounded by Snuggly Fang. Big hit, managing to get that armor up back in time.
That's good. And now the Snuggly Fang Oh, mine hits on the White Fang, knocking its arc off just a little bit. The Snuggly Fang taking a lot of damage here.
There's that
As its
flag.
armor is down, and
Just
is it going to
clipping
be able
it.
to finish him off at all? Nope. And Flying Jellyfish is now being pursued by the White Fang.
Armor just got back up. New GAT rounds. They're
Fang.
very nice engineering on the Flying Jellyfish.
Absolutely, the Snuggly Fang trying to keep itself alive too, but no, there goes those final hits from the Wizard. So it is the Thralls who take advantage of this fight, and are they going to be able to pull out a 2-1 lead here? We shall see. Flying Jellyfish still doing a fantastic job. Are they in full on?
Oh, trying to get a mine
Not
in there, but
quite.
I don't think that was the right decision. I think you should have just tried to keep up with that flak.
And they
there
are,
you go.
and there goes those final few flag shots, taking out the White Fang. So good job by the Thralls. Definitely not letting the Wolfpack completely run away with this match. Now White Fang actually gets a pretty bad spawn of their own, with the Snuggly Fang being fairly back, while the White Fang was way up front. So we'll see.
I don't think this is something that you would pursue, however. Not against the Wolfpack, anyway. I think they want to play fairly defensive and try and use those mines as opposed to try to offensively.
Possibly. I mean, the White Fang is just rushing back in here, so still, once again, it's just go
They're
time
so
for the
disjointed. This
Wolfpack.
could go terribly. Wizard is not really pointing himself towards the White Fang, however. There he goes.
No, they're getting those shots in. Not a whole lot connecting though, and the Flying Jellyfish is gonna toro its way out from the White Fang, rising up. Snuggly Fang, however, is going to bear down on the Wizard. It has already lost its armor. Is it going to be able to get that back up before those mortar shots come raining in? And once again, rising is the Wizard. Avoids from taking too much catastrophic damage. And now it's a Snuggly Fang.
Oh, big hits though.
Big hits by
I'm managing to keep up with that.
And the Snuggly. Now the Jellyfish is going to be in a lot of trouble here. Let's see, where does the Wizard get its spawn? It's actually fairly close. This is actually probably as good as it can get, as long as they can rescue the Jellyfish here. Otherwise, it might be as bad as it can get, being really close to this fight. Jellyfish doing a good job, once again, using its balloon to buffer those mortar shots. Balloon is taking a beating, but at least it's not your permanent
Wizard's choosing to come in here. I don't know how I feel about that.
Jellyfish losing its armor. Balloon still down.
He's gonna hit the ice spike.
Takes a little bit of a bump. The Snuggly Fang.
Yep, nothing but more damage there. Wizard is now on its own.
Time. And the Flying Jellyfish goes down. The Snuggly Fang avoided those mines this time around, so you know, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 32nd time. Shame on you. Oh, and still takes that mine hit, backing up into it. All right, the Flying Jellyfish gets not a too terrible spawn there. Depending on your view on it, whether or not they wanted to get back in this fight as soon as possible. But with the Wizard still at full health, they probably did.
Oh, nice mine! Boom!
How long is the Wizard going to be able to stay alive against this dual combined fire here? And the answer not very long
is the answer.
Oh my God, they actually got it back up.
Armor up. Ah, nice mine. Just kind of knocking his arc. Now he's descending. Beautiful play by the Wizard, just hanging on.
Absolutely. Snuggly Fang losing armor, losing balloon, losing altitude. The White Fang and the Snuggly Fang actually collide a little bit here, and this is terrible for both these ships. Oh my God, that actually threw off any
flaming one, carronating the other. Wizard's getting turned around. He has a chance to set up some mines, rain in some flak, and just overall assist. Snuggly Fang's hurting bad.
Snuggly Fang gets knocked down into the ground. That flak shock actually misses, which is gonna give a slight repeat, but too much
Fang backpedaling, which is interesting.
They do like that backpedaling and quick turning, but both these ships are just meeting.
I'm expecting a mine to just go like right behind them. Nope, flak shot.
Flak shot misses, but the White Fang is going to be taking damage here. I think he just wanted to get back into the arc to fire on the Wizard, but may have realized that that's going to be stretching himself too thin. The Snuggly Fang is going to get back in here now to not too late. I think the White Fang should be able to survive this without too much trouble, unless
Wizard's
Unless
losing
the
quite a bit of
jellyfish-
altitude. I don't know why he's going so low. Snuggly Fang is raining in on him. Now, he needs to turn
the
and
wizard has got to be real careful rising up once again, but is it going to be able to get out of the arc? Just
his vertical
barely.
maneuverability helps stall that perfectly.
In the meantime, the White Fang and the jellyfish still going at it together here, but all that vertical movement has left is the Snuggly Fang to rain fire down upon the jellyfish, and the jellyfish taking so much damage here. Any of those mortar shots coming in, come down here, try to provide some support for the Snuggly Fang, but the jellyfish is just taking
hard,
a beating. And there you go, that's that patented Wolfpack focus fire, the wizard trying its best to knock the White Fang down as much as it can. This has been such a close game once more, and is it going to be able to get those last flak shot misses?
There were a lot of flak shots there. I swear I saw like 6 consecutive.
Yeah, those flak shots are just barely missing, and I think that's been one of the problems. There's been a lot of missing flak shots. I mean, if those flak shots had connected there, that White Fang would have been dead with the 4-4 time.
In
this
exact situation, right back in the same spot, Wizard getting hurt, and nope, not able to keep up with that with almost just over a pixel health left. And Wolf
goes down. It was yeah, Wolf. That's a 2-0. Yeah, it's a 2-0 victory for the Game Freeze? No, okay. 2-0 victory for the Wolfpack. So congratulations to them, and good job by the Thralls. They played their hearts out. I mean, it was an incredibly entertaining set of 2 matches there, and very, very close. Even if it was a 2-0 victory for the Wolves overall.